Alright guys, as promised, I'm making a video of the relocation kit. Gotta adjust a little bit of the battery tray, or possibly get a Group 34 battery, but Nissan's OEM is Group 35 for the Spec V and Maxima. But this is so far how I'm gonna kind of mount it, just more or less. Um, I will provide a link to where I got this stuff, but I don't think I can do this route it and film it at the same time. So I'm just gonna show you guys more of this, how I'm gonna do it, and then I'll show you guys afterwards. So here's the positive, and it's gonna route all the way like that, or I can twist this around, have it like that, because I don't know if you guys saw the diagram on Facebook, but I plan to also ground it to the engine. Now I don't really have to do that. I can just do a grounding kit in the engine bay, and that'll be it. We have people that make grounding kits for this chassis, so I won't mind buying that. So maybe the other way is better, just because it seems like the battery will be more stable, because there's like a little, what's it called, like a little bump in the trunk of the Spec Vs, so that'll be better. Don't mind that mess. This is an old Gretty muffler. I think it's called the Evo 2. Might be one I want to put in. But yeah, that's more or less how I do it. And then we just finish this up, and then I'll be back, okay? All right, so guys can see the main reason why I'm doing the, well, not really the main reason. The main reason is because I want to. Something I've always been wanting to do, and it seems interesting and fun to learn. But as you can see here, this is a NIS Performance intake that they sell for the VQs, right? Now, this is meant to be for in a Maxima or Ultima 3.5 Ultima, not really into a Spec B. And because of that, this intake goes right with a battery tray. I know that battery tray looks nasty, looks gross, but I'll paint that later. But that's why, as you can see here. Yeah, I could get another intake, but there's no fun in that, really. But so far, this is the swap. Kind of try to tie everything together. I'm electrical taping everything. And need to do some modifications to the exhaust, as you can see. Right there, forgive the graininess that just happened. But that's without the fan. Can you just imagine with the fan? Okay, and then yeah, I need to get something to mount this. Maybe I get some piece of aluminum and just bend it to this and drill this into that. Call it a day. It goes to the ECU. But let me show you guys what I'm working with. I had to remove the bumper. Found this fender liner junkyard. It's in pretty good condition. I mean, none of these holes. I just did that right now, trying to remove it. But besides that, which I did, I mean, this thing is pretty good. But yeah, just to extra protect this. And there's some people coming up in there, but ignore that. And that. And my mess that I have on here. Yeah. Okay. But the plan is to route this down there. Have that come over here. Now that is all into pieces. And this is cool right here. this is the 2003, 2002, 2003 face, but the instrument cluster itself, the electronics of this is actually for 2000, I think 6 Spec V. I'm doing this for the up rev, so that way I can tune the VQ. And also the black part is out of the 2006 Spec V. I think in the 2002, 2003 Spec V, it has it gray. But I was like, it's gonna look good with the black. Kind of wish I got this thing right here. This is from Caleb, from Spec V Society. I wish I got in the black one, but that's fine. I mean, it still looks pretty sick. Kind of matches the car. But that is it right there. Everything's kind of a mess right now, as you can see. You guys can go ahead and roast me in the comments. Oh, I also got some LEDs from Caleb too in this. Sorry for my camera angles. Oh, ignore that. All right, going on. If anyone needs some exhaust, this is from that Gretty Evil 2 muffler. But the other muffler that was on here came from Gretty itself. This car is not right height, so it's not stock height. It's kind of low, and I hit something, and it made a hole in that muffler, and the exhaust shop. Well, I just needed something quick because I was getting annoyed by that hole in the exhaust, so I just needed something to seal it up and move on. I also have this 2J Racing mid pipe. It's a 2.5. If anyone wants that, I don't think I'm gonna need it. But yeah, man, this is the project so far. Right now, I'm gonna see if I can pull this cable in, and kind of right now today's goal is to kind of figure this out. No, I'm not showing the best angles, but there it is. Oh, you can peek. Yeah, I can't even say talk right now. Papas. Okay. See it? Came out. It's a grower, not a shower. There we go. And that's gonna go right here. Let me just make sure everything's all good over here. I may need some extra wire, but we're about to figure this out. All right, so I'm gonna have to get all this, push it in. This is how I'm routing it. I relocated it. I'm thinking of moving it closer because I figured it out. The gas tank is down here, right here. There's nothing between the trunk and the gas tank. It's pretty much the stable bar, but that's kind of goes up. It goes up into the body. So I can probably drill holes to mount that. Yeah, I need to get some longer ones of these. Doesn't have to be the same tread, but just some long ones. And get the proper bolts for that tread if I do change tread of that. But this is more or less how it's gonna be. This we can give it a little bit of leeway like that. And then I can just pull this. And hopefully I might have enough. I'm hoping, because this is pretty cool. The red wire. I mean, it came with the loom. well, problem, but I think it's an easy solution. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disconnect these for right now. Let's see if we can do this while filming. I know I'm not giving you guys the best angle. I'm not used to doing films. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, everybody, so there's some things I have to modify. Given that this is a quote-unquote universal kit, it doesn't really quite fit in there. So I either gotta cut this out or change this out right here. And it looks like I am gonna have to need some extra wiring, so I'm gonna have to wait maybe another week. I don't know. Next week I'm planning to send the ECU to this Performance, but now I know more or less how this is gonna be. So it looks like I'm not gonna actually finish this today. There's not really much I can do today that can actually progress in this build. I still got a fuel to find a retainer clip for that fuel line right there. I'll get a new connector thing right here, because for now that comes out easily and I don't have a retainer in there. So either get a new one of this. I just bought this fuel rail because, let me see if I can show you guys. This happened to the other one. As you can see right there at this focus. And that one doesn't have a retainer clip either. There's the Spec V fuel rail if anybody wants it. And that it doesn't have the retainer clip either though. But if anyone wants that, that is. So there's not really much I can do here. I do want to get this more prepped, maybe. You know, I'm not gonna completely seal that up yet. This is my coolant situation right here, as you can see. And one thing I don't like, but it seems like it fits perfectly. It's so weird. Is this? I don't like how these alternator is touching that right there. I have that right there. I don't know if that's wider than the battery one. I don't think so. But who knows? But yeah, I need to figure that out right there. I'll have a post. They say this is the post right here. This is not going to be, but say we can have the post right there. Have a post right here. And then have a regular like a 4-gauge wire going from there to there, and then the other one to the starter. But I want to love 0 gauge for the whole thing, to be honest. Alright, and then I know I forgot who said it, who commented it, but about the 300 amp fuses. I mean, they're not that expensive, so I do plan on getting them. It looks like I need to get more supplies anyway, so I'm not in no rush to do this. But this is what I have so far right now. Yeah, I know that's in the wrong location, but I broke a bolt. All right, and then another thing I have to address is the transmission. I try to put it in gear. Granted, it does not have fluid in it, so I don't know if that could be the case, but I cannot put it in gear. It only can go into first, into second, and reverse, and sometimes fifth and sixth. Sometimes. And that kind of worries me. Apparently you pull it in Albuquerque has a maximum 6-speed Maxima. I verified with the VIN number. But they have a 6-speed Maxima out there. And their transmissions is only $120. Just give or take. I am willing to go all the way over there. There's still one in San Antonio for sale. But I do want to try the one in Albuquerque first. I just want to get that just in case this one fails. I can just remove the diff and switch out the diff. That's what I really want is the LSD. There's more hackery of mine. I did try to wire in for the exhaust valve timing, but I decided not to go that route anymore. And there's more stuff I need to button up for sure, but it's moving along. I still want the next thing I want to do and focus on is getting this shit started. I want to get this shit started to see if I can get it started. If I can, that'll be great. And that'll be wonderful. There's other stuff I need to figure out. I think these two almost are the same thing. But this, I believe I can use it for the fans. I need to figure out which wire does that. Let me get this video of it so I can see what wires are on there. Focus. I see pink and purple, pink and purple. And this one is yellow and black, I believe. Okay. I heard I can just ground this, ground the fans, and that way they just always turn on every time we put the ignition on the car, but I don't want to do that. I still need to figure out fans. Ugh. Yeah, I tell you what, even though the write-up is all there, everything's there to do the VQ swab, it is quite a bit of work. I mean, it's not difficult, really. It's not, especially with all the write-ups there, and you get help. When you're down and people see that you're doing this and you're trying to attempt this swap, there's going to be people like Luis who is going to try to help you, people who've done it before and advise you. And that's what great thing about the B15 community is that we do that. I'm going to close this video out. Let me switch to myself. So, there's more things I need to do for the Spec V to get this ready to get started. I still need to figure out for the battery circuit breaker. I think I'm going to figure that out right now. Most likely it's going to go to the trunk. And yeah, I mean, little by little, this thing is getting started. I mean, I'm miles ahead where I was before, maybe a year ago. Right, the year ago, I think this engine was still on the stand. And I think a year ago, I was barely getting the oil battery gaskets going. I think, barely getting those valve covers. I did the VIS delete maybe a year ago. I was barely getting stuff. I was piecing together, getting money together to get this harness that's kind of already equipped to be a Spec V harness. So it's right here, right there. As you can see, I had to add in, let me see, where is it? For the starter, as you can see it right there. But yeah, this is coming along. Let me get this to one. There. This is coming along slowly but surely. Tell me what you guys think. Give your opinions, any hints, any helpful criticism. Any criticism is welcome. I'll take it. I'll give some thought. It doesn't hurt, really. I mean, criticism builds character, and that'll be it. Don't mind my mess. You want to criticize about my mess? Then I'll say something about it. Just kidding. Go ahead and do it. All right. So see you guys later. Thanks.